Hi folks and welcome back. I'm down on Dartmoor this week for a little hike out on the moors. I spent the night last night in my Land Rover in Princetown, just behind the Plume of Feathers pub, which sadly was shut, but the campsite was at least open. So yeah, had a good night's sleep and set off this morning. Beautiful day, very unlike Dartmoor. I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, I could see for miles, which is a bit of a rarity whenever I've been up here. Yeah, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Just past South Sheets Tor, the path runs right past it. Tried with all my might to pull Excalibur out the top of the rock there, but no, today just wasn't my day. So onwards into the moors it is. Just passed over the Devonport Leat, which is a man-made channel which was built in the late 1700s to take fresh water from up here on the moors down to Plymouth and the old naval dockyards down there at Devonport. Still here today, it's fresh water, but yeah, it's a good place to refill your water bottles, but filter it first, because sheep, cows, horses, they don't care where they go to the toilet. And you can never guarantee that there isn't a dead sheep carcass just upstream out of sight. This is Crazy Well Pool. It's a deep pool of water sat in this depression here up on the moor. Nobody's entirely sure what caused it, but it's quite probable it's a flooded tin mine. There are lots of tin mines in the area, and there are some workings very close to here, so it does kind of tally in with that. But the legend has it that on certain stormy nights of the year, when the wind is roaring across the surface of the pool here, the sound of the rushing wind shouts out the name of the next person to die in the local parish. Yeah, it's certainly a bit of an eerie place. It's a beautiful place, but yeah, I should imagine when the weather is not as nice as it is today, it's quite an eerie place. The water's quite dark due to the peat, and apparently birds don't fly over it. How true that is, I don't know. Yeah, gorgeous little spot though. Well, I don't know whether there's any truth to the to the whole bird thing and whether they fly over this pool or not. I haven't seen any birds, so I can't really comment on that. But what I have seen are tadpoles, millions and millions of them. They're all the way around the edge, kind of basking in the warm water. So obviously the frogs are doing very well up here. So there is definitely life here, which is good. I haven't seen a frog though. Just stopping up here on Down Tor, have a bit of lunch, quite an early lunch. it's about 11:45, but I'm hungry, so there we go. I've got pita bread, soft pittas, and jalapeno cheese, just the old job. What a beautiful spot to sit and enjoy my lunch. Looking out across the moor, down to the reservoir, over across to Sheets Tor, where I'm going to camp tonight. I've got a tent and everything with me, so I'm going to camp up there on the top of Sheets Tor. But before I climb up there, I want to go over and have a little look for something which isn't too far from here. It's a Bronze Age stone circle and an avenue of standing stones. Well, here it is. This is what I was looking for. This stone circle and avenue was built in the Bronze Age, about 1500 BC, and during the summer solstice and the winter solstice it aligns perfectly with the sun, which is the reason for having that long avenue of stones in a straight line. It was restored in the 1800s. A lot of the stones had fallen over, but they were all put back in their original sockets, so it is pretty much as it would have been when it was built, I guess. You know, there may have been a few other stones about, and there was a cairn at the other end which has since collapsed. But yeah, really impressive. You know, it's been sat here for, what is that, 3,500 years, up here on the moors in all weather. Yeah, unbelievable. Another hill. Promised myself a lemon drink when I got to my end point today. It's one of those powdered lemon drinks from a ration pack, and I really like them. They're sweet and yeah, good little energy boost. So I'm going to enjoy this for absolute sure. I've only got limited amounts of water with me. I did filter some more down at the bottom there. When I came to that beautiful little woodland there was a stream, so I filled up there. So I've got, you know, full. I arrived up here with full bottles, so I've got a litre, and I've got about 900 mils, which fits in my filter. My filter's also a water bottle, so it should be enough. Obviously I've just used 500 mils in here, but a good big drink at the end of the day is important. Rehydrate a little bit. pretty happy with where I've set up. I had a little look around to try and find a sheltered spot. It is a bit blowier up here than it is down where I was earlier. So I've just pitched behind this rock here. The wind is kind of coming from behind, so it's just shooting over the top there, and where the tent is, it's quite sheltered. So the tent shouldn't flap around too much unless the wind changes direction. Right, I can't wait any longer. It's 5:30 and I'm starving. This is dinner tonight. Chicken fried rice. It's a Mountain House adventure meal from the US. These are generally nice big portions, so very much looking forward to this. This was sent to me recently, so thank you, Kurt. I'm going to enjoy this. Big old chunks in there, look. Good old 3-in-1. I know this is probably a bit grim, but I'm going to put in the leftover squeezy cheese from lunch into my fried rice, because hey, every calorie helps. More in my food bag. Somewhere. I have a cookie flavoured cereal bar. Yum. Well, I know how you all like to see a map, so I thought I'd show you on the map where I've been today. This is where I started here in Princetown. It's a little picture of a tent and a beer mug. That's the pub, so they've got camping at the back there, Plume of Feathers Inn. And I walked along here, along that green dotted line there, to South Sheets Tor, where the metal post is sticking out the top of the rock there. And I continued down, and this is where I turned off, and this is going downhill now. Crossed over the Devonport Leat just here, and continued down. There's the cross that I showed you. There's a restored ancient cross, and then I cut up this way to the Crazy Well pool, which is just here. And then after them we came down here, continued down that path for a little bit, and then I cut across here. There wasn't really a path as such, I just sort of made my own way down and across that stream,
and then up to Down Tor. That's where I stopped and had some lunch, and then I walked across to the stone row here. It doesn't actually say on the map here that there's a stone circle, but obviously it is there. It calls it a cairn, but yeah, there's a stone circle just at that end. Walked along the stone row up to the other cairn at the top there. From there I walked between Coombs Head Tor and all these old sheep pens and fences here, and down to Cuckoo Rock, which is that big sort of slab of rock with the little kind of hollow cave underneath it. And then I came down here, crossed over this river, and then followed this footpath up here and up to Sheets Tor, where I am now. So that is that was today's. I'm not sure how many miles that was in total, because I was obviously going to and fro and getting the camera and all the rest of it, and not really walking in a direct route. But yeah, it was a few miles anyway. And then tomorrow, rather than retracing my steps, I'm going to cut across here and head over to where it says Scout Hut. There's a little copse that I can see from up here, little pine copse, and next to that I can pick up this track here, which will take me uphill up to the old tin mines at Islesbarrow, and then I can follow the road, or follow the track rather, around to Nuns Cross, and then I'm back onto the track where I was. That'll take me back to Princetown. That'll be tomorrow's walk.
As that sun's starting to drop in the sky, it's getting a lot chillier. I've had to put my hat on, and I've had to put my my warm coat on as well, just to keep that wind off. Wind is chilly, and the you know, the sun's got less intensity. Still quite a way off before it sets, mind you. Probably another hour. But I thought it's about time to have a little almost sundowner, a rum sundowner, a rum downer. That'll keep the chill off. I know it doesn't really keep the chill off. That was an amazing sunset. The sun actually set through a bank of cloud and then emerged out the bottom of it, and then set again on the land, on the horizon. It was yeah, really beautiful to watch. I've just made a hot chocolate before bed and a little bit of the last of my rum. Just well, you know, make it special. I'm gonna have this, and oh yeah, I'm gonna have this and then turn into bed. I'm knackered from my day's walking, and it's got quite cold. Yeah, I'm actually going to put my hood up. That wind is really cold. Now there's zero sun to you know, warm me up in any other way. It's been a fantastic day. I've loved being up here on the moors. I love Dartmoor, whatever the weather. I mean, today has just been stunning, you know, with the sun and the blue sky. But it's very rarely like this, actually. Not, you know, or very rarely from times that I've been to Dartmoor, it's been like this. You know, usually it's claggy and raining, and yeah, a bit hit and miss with the weather. But yeah, today it's been just glorious. Been lovely to be up on the hills, up on the tors, amongst the rocks, and then it's interspersed with these valleys that are lush and you know, forested. Yeah, nice today. It's been, you know, with the hot sun, it's been great. You know, it's sort of bit of respite from the sun, bit of shade, and you know, there's water down there, so I've been able to fill up my water bottle from streams and things as I've been passing through. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. The stone circle, I've been meaning to go and visit that for a while, so I was really happy to get up there and see that. Just amazing, something that is so old, built by man, and people were living up here, you know, and such important structures that were built at the time for the beliefs of people at the time, and they're still there now. You know, it's amazing, really amazing. Yeah, just a fantastic day. Nice to go back and see the crazy whirlpool. I've been there for a lot of years, went there as a kid a few times, and it's a lot smaller than I remember. I think that's the same with everything, isn't it? You know, chocolate bars and things are always tiny now, aren't they? They probably aren't any smaller, but there you go. I'm going to hang about a little bit and try and catch the lights of Plymouth as they come on. There's a few little twinkling lights out there now, but I'm looking forward to seeing Plymouth lit up and seeing it from up here on the hill. Yeah, so I shall leave that as my fade out shot, I think, for when I go and hit the sag. Good night, folks, and I'll see you in the morning. Morning, folks. Had a terrible night's sleep, actually. Yeah, the wind changed direction during the night. Well, soon after I went to bed, actually, and swung around so that it was blowing right onto the end of my tent and causing the tent, the nylon, just to flap around all night long, which kept waking me up. So it was a fitful night's sleep. Which is a bit of a shame. I was comfortable and I was warm, but I was deafened. Yeah, and it's still pretty windy this morning, so I've just gone and made a cup of coffee on the other side of the rock where it's a bit more sheltered, and I thought I'd come and sit in the tent to say good morning, where at least the microphone is out of the wind a bit, although it's still loud from the tent flapping. Yeah. It's promising to be another nice day. There's lots of blue sky. The sun has just come up. It looks glorious. It's still a little bit windy, but that might be a good thing once I start walking. I'm going to cook some breakfast in a few minutes. I've got bacon grill and beans. I've saved my heaviest meal for last, the tinned meal. So yeah, I'll have that this morning. At least I don't need to use any water to prepare it, so that's good. sweet, sweet water. I've just walked past the old derelict Islesbarrow tin mines. There's quite a few of the old shafts that you can see the start of. They've been filled in, but you can sort of get an impression of where the shafts used to be. And there's various remains of buildings scattered about. It's quite interesting to see. But it gets its name from a much older structure, which is up here on the hill. This is Islesbarrow. There's two cairns up here, Bronze Age, like the stone circle that we saw yesterday. Been up here for millennia. A bit tumbled down now. I'm sure they used to be much taller once upon a time. And they were up here as prominent markers. You'd be able to see them for miles around. And there's also another cobra head marker set in a stone plinth, a bit like the one that I tried to pull out of the tour yesterday. Yeah, this one's in slightly better nick than that one though. Hello, bullocks. And here we are back at South Hessery Tor. Just a short walk down into Princetown with its infamous prison, which was built to house French soldiers during the Napoleonic Wars, chosen for its remote location. I'm going to stop here for a few minutes, have a drink of water and a few jelly babies. It's been a fantastic walk. Loved every second of it. Lots of ancient monuments. There's so much to see up here, so much history up on Dartmoor. Lots of wildlife and not so wildlife. Big skies, lots of fresh air. I love Dartmoor. A lot of people say it's barren and featureless, but I don't think it is. There's hills, there's all these, rocky outcrops on top, these tors, which you can walk up to. Absolutely love it. And then interspersed with the odd valley, which is wooded and, well, serene compared to the windswept hilltops. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. But like all good things, they eventually come to an end. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.